It's a regular school day, and after all the false alarms, nothing can surprise me. I go to my regular 7th grade classes, go to regular track practice, and get on my regular bus. My Aunt Yvette is in town from New York to take care of my mother, so I expect to see her. I get off the bus, but I'm thrown off by the way that she greets me. I open the door, and there she is, arms open wide with a giant smile. Almost every possibility ran through my head of what could have happened, all except the most obvious one. We get into the van and take the longest 20-minute drive ever to GBMC. In the van, I think of what it will be like to hold him, to see him for the first time. I think of what he will sound like. Yvette and I don't play music or even talk for the whole car ride. We just think. I take my first step out of the car and my stomach does a flip as if I was on a roller coaster. As we stroll into the nursery section, the halls are filled with the sounds of screaming babies. It's apparent to me that one of them has to be him. I'm directed to my mother's room and hastily walk down the hall to the door. I barge into the room with an ear-to-ear grin, ready to see him, but when I open the door, I'm displeased to find that it's only my mom and family members that I've seen before. Throughout the day, I have to be patient and pretend to show interest when talking about things that don't really matter to me. Nothing really matters to me but to see him. Only 3 hours pass, and now it's pitch black outside. My mom and I are finally called into the NICU to see him. We go into the elevator and silently ascend to the top floor until the car comes to a sudden stop. We slowly step off and walk down the never-ending hall to the last room on the right. We walk in the room, and there he is, asleep, fragile and small. Small blue mittens are covering his hands to keep him from scratching his face, and he has a matching velvety blue cover to keep him warm. My mom carefully picks him up and says his name, Jonathan, and he wakes up with a hiccup-type noise, but his eyes are still closed. She cautiously hands him to me, and he slowly opens his eyes for the first time. At that moment, it occurred to me that I was an older brother who was a mentor and role model to another person, which will change my life forever.